and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 4 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a variety channel like this one and you want to see more videos, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you a family garden tidy. As I just mentioned, today I'm going to be sharing with you a family garden tidy. So this area of our garden has become quite messy again. We had quite a lot of rain during May, I think it was, but it's quite sunny now, but the weeds seem to be growing up. They've grown up all around these plants here, and there's some quite I can't remember what kind of trees they are. I think they might be sycamore trees that have started to grow again here, so we're going to need to get rid of those today. So we're going to be doing this together as a family. So it's going to be my husband, my son and myself. Ted wants to help to earn some money to buy some V-Bucks for his video game, so we've said yes to that. So yeah, we're just going to be tidying this area today, and there's also some plant pots that I'll probably be tidying later as well. So I thought I'd share what we're going to do. So here is our family garden tidy. To start clearing the garden, I'm pulling out the weeds that have been growing around the plants we put in last year. My son does come and help me a little bit. I must admit he did get quite bored today doing this job, but he did help a little bit, and we did manage to clear all the weeds. It did take us a little while. I think it took us about an hour and a half, but we got there in the end. So my husband is at the other end and he's cutting down the trees at the moment. Unfortunately, I didn't have a second camera to capture him doing that, so you will just have to take my word for it. But he is just trimming back trees, and any weeds that have been growing in that end of the garden he's cutting back down there, and I just continue to weed this end of the garden. As well as weeding the garden, I'm also pulling off the dead flowers from the plants we planted last year. My mum's cousin, who I call my auntie, said that this is a good idea, is to pull off the dead flowers so that the new flowers are able to grow again next year. I'm no expert when it comes to gardening, and I just take advice from a lot of different people. My neighbour is also a really good gardener, but she learned from other people as well, so she told me. So if I'm doing this wrong, then please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your experience of this, and I hope that I'm doing it correctly, and I'm just going to wait and see now. If they grow back, then fantastic. If they don't, oh well. But fingers crossed they will grow back. As you can see here, Howard and I have kind of met halfway, and I'm just continuing to pull out the weeds from around these plants. My sagebush there is doing really well this year, and I have actually been using it in a few recipes as well, and those recipes will be coming on my blog soon, googie'skitchenlife.com. so if you're looking for recipes, please go check out my blog. I have over 1,000 on there now. Yes, so I'm just continuing to pull out the weeds from around the trees, as I said, and my husband is cutting back the trees that are growing in our garden and also a neighbour's garden as well. The fir tree in their garden has overgrown onto our side, and Howard asked the other day and they said it was fine for us to chop it back, so he's just trimming that back as well. The plants have had a little haircut, so it's looking a lot tidier along this wall now. I'm hoping that the plants that we bought last year, I think it was last year,
the little legs.
They might be.
Look at those little white things on it. Can you see it? Like, are they fly eggs or something? Or
Maybe.
I don't think they're ant eggs.
No, I don't think they would have got up that far.
Alright, shall I chuck
Or
it
they
down?
little bugs, maybe.
Yeah. Well, move out the way, Ted. You can look at it when it's fallen if you want.
Here it is on the floor, sweetheart.
Where?
Just there. That one. Careful, because it's spiky. It's got little white bits on it. Or it might just be part of the tree, but oh no, it's because it's...
Yeah, it's part of the tree.
You think? But it's on the leaves as well, though.
Yeah, I think they just laid them all on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably.
Oh, okay.
Out the way.
There you go. Right, so yeah, I'm hoping that these plants here grow flowers again. I took off all the dead buds, so I'm hoping that in the new, yeah, we will do later in the new year, that these will start to grow again. They were very pretty when they were growing, but then all the weeds grew up around them, so I was a bit disappointed that I didn't really get to see them.
So nice. Feel this leaf.
Feel that leaf? Is that nice?
Yeah, no, take your glove off.
Oh, I can't at the moment. Hang on. Hang on. Right. Oh, it's all smooth, Ted. It's lovely.
Yeah, I know.
So
Keeping that leaf.
we're going to leave Daddy to tidy up this big bush over here. And
Like he is.
and we are going to go and do some planting now. A friend of mine gave me a runner bean plant and a little tomato plant that we've been growing in the kitchen. So we're going to replant that one and that one into bigger pots now, aren't we? To repot the tomato plant and the green bean plant, I went to the lean-to and I grabbed some compost, and I also grabbed some larger pots basically, and I started to fill the larger pots with the compost, and then once I filled them enough, I then repotted the green bean plant and the tomato plant. The green bean plant is still looking really healthy. We did have to get it a new stick for it to wind itself round. It is quite a large stick, but we have put a new stick on. But the tomato plant I don't think survived. That pot might have been slightly too big for it. I'm hoping it has survived. I've kept it in the kitchen, but it did look as though it was a bit droopy earlier today, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it will survive. Once I'd finished repotting the green bean plant and the tomato plant, I then start to bag up the garden waste. We are using black bin liners for this job. My husband had to put the garden waste into the car and take it to the recycling centre. I don't think we have any garden waste bags for the council to collect at the moment, and the council won't collect garden waste in black bin liners. They will only collect it in green bags, I think. So yes, we bagged it all up so that my husband could put it in the car and take it to the recycling centre. The recycling centre has a special place where you can put garden waste as well, so that will all be composted down, no doubt, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yes, as you can see here, I am continuing to bag up this waste. My husband did have to give me a thicker pair of gloves because there were some quite spiky bits in this part, and later on I think I give him the garden gloves because he had the spiky bits to put into a black bin liner. So yes, all I'm going to do now is just continue to bag up the garden waste. Howard has finished clearing up the sides and it looks so much better, I have to say. Both really proud of what we've achieved. So he's trimmed back. I've asked him to leave these because these are actually growing blackberries, and I said to him, you want a blackberry and apple crumble? We have an apple tree in our garden as well. So I'm hoping that we get quite a lot of blackberries, so I asked him to leave those. So we're not going to chop those back just yet. He did trim this tree down. As I mentioned earlier, I've cleared all the weeds out from along here. We've managed to move the sage plant back, sort of, and he's tidied up this tree as well. He also trimmed the neighbour's tree. We did ask before we did it. He said if any bits are hanging over, they didn't mind us trimming that back, and he's also trimmed that tree back a little bit as well. And all I've got left to do now is just weed my plant box, my pot plants on the patio. So I'm just going to go and do that now. Finally, as I just mentioned, I'm now going to weed around my pot plants. So this first plant is a fig tree and it's doing quite well this summer, I have to say. And then I'm just weeding around the lavender in this pot. I keep meaning to buy another lavender for this pot and I just don't seem to get round to it. I'm sure I will soon though. I'm sure a trip to the garden centre will soon be taken. And I've also got some lemon balm in the pot next to it. Unfortunately the oregano didn't grow, but that is all the weeding done. That's our family garden tidy done, and as I mentioned earlier, we're really pleased with the finished result. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.